How's it, everyone? This is Joyce. You can call me Jay, and this video is pretty overdue. I've actually recorded it before, but at this point in time, I don't like that recording anymore, so I'm doing it again. But I'm gonna try to talk way less, because at the time of recording, it's 3:40 a.m. So not the best time to be recording, but it's also the closest I'm going to get to absolute silence. Even right now, the AC may turn on at any moment, or one of my two younger sisters may wake up. So this is as quiet as it's gonna get here. But anyway, welcome to my fourth sketchbook. This is my D&D character Deirdre, or at least she's my first one. This sketchbook was started on the 23rd of April and finished on the 1st of June. So you can see how long it's been since I finished it, and wow, this is the fastest I've filled in a sketchbook. But anyway, let's get right into it. I'll try not to talk that much. This is just a couple of doodles of an OC and Poogie. Also, I have stickers that I put on the inside cover of my main sketchbooks that I use. I have another sticker on my current sketchbook. This might just be a flip through, because if I talk about every single page, I'm going to talk forever. If you're wondering what's on the left side of spreads, for a while it's just going to be me figuring out color mixtures and testing out stuff, because throughout this sketchbook I tested out, figured out, and got used to and comfortable with watercolors. At this point, I got gouache, really cheap gouache, but still gouache, and I was trying to figure out how it works, how to use it. Gouache is hard. I'm so sorry. This disclaimer, this is not professional at all. This is just a quick quote from Miclaila from the Dragon Prince. This is one of a few times I actually have something on the left side of a spread. My updated Meet the Artist for my 19th birthday. This is my little sketchbook mascot. I call her my sketchbook mascot, but I don't draw her all that often. But anyway, her name's Dottie, and she's part African wild dog and part squirrel. Oh, this is when I got pearlescent watercolors. They're actually right here, right now. They're really pretty watercolors. It's just hard to get them in an image because you gotta finagle the angle to get them to shine the right way. This is another OC of mine. I just kind of wanted to surround with shiny watercolor. A simple storyboard thing for 2 OCs. This is actually a redraw of an old drawing I did. The original drawing was actually with my dog. This drawing is of me with my brother's dog. Okay, here's where I really started getting comfortable with Miclaila's Discord server. Miclaila does sibling style scenes with her brother Ethan. We've passed by a couple of fan art drawings that I've done in the sketchbook for them. If I remember and can be bothered to do it, I will link their channels down in the description, because they and their Discord server have inspired a lot of art over the past couple of months. He is by far the best thing that I've drawn. A thing that I do a lot if I'm drawing something for the first time is I'll look up other people's fan art of it and use them as references, and then decide on how I would draw the thing that I've never drawn before by taking certain small aspects from what other people have drawn. Like, I took the feathery bits from there. I think I took the softness from this one, and then I suppose the head angle, head tilt from this. I think I took mostly from this one. But yeah, that's how I try to do new things that I'm not sure how to draw yet. But this is Nargacuga from Monster Hunter. This was me trying to figure out how to make my first ever vent OC. This is actually close to how she looks now. These were the first attempts. My one and only contribution to Mermaid. Okay, so that's just the lazy sketch doodle thing. Cactopus! Hey, Cactopus. And then there's Cuteness and Cactopod, his nephew. Cactopus is one of the wrenches in Miclaila's Discord server. It's a lot to try to explain to anyone who has no context whatsoever, but the fun people in the Discord server. A lot of fun to be had there. I have no idea how I sound, but probably not all that great. The Cactimilly tree. This has been very much updated. But yeah, this is my Ventoys OC more finalized. Her name is Astrid. Me trying to do backgrounds. more of Astrid. I wasn't even in a bad mood at all when I started drawing Astrid. I just wanted to figure it out for whenever I do. And she's kind of unexpected foreshadowing for later on in the sketchbook. This was me trying to script another video idea I had, which again will probably take me forever, but it has to do with all of this. If you have questions, yes, I did do bowling in high school. This was me trying to do more background practice. Some more of it. Sometimes I'll write little notes if I think they're important. This is actually based off a little thing from high school. We had a teacher who would always emphasize a point by saying, "Do I make myself clear?" You know, pretty normal. And the response would be crystal. But some of us also shared a chem professor who would go on a tangent about how crystals actually aren't clear, but when asked if he would talk to the other teacher about it, he said that is not something he wants to do. I for some reason, wanted to draw that. Here are some swatches for new white colors, new watercolors that I got. They're White Night watercolors, and they're more vibrant and clear than the Arteza watercolors that I'd been using. And just for comparison, here are said Arteza watercolors. At this point, I kind of was losing what I wanted to do. I was lacking inspiration. I don't even know what this is. I don't know how to explain this little patch. This is just a spread of some of the supplies that I use. Since I was using watercolors a lot, I have my 12 set of Arteza watercolors, a little container thing that I use for water, and a water brush. And then here's the microfiber cloth that I use to dry off my brush or dab at the paper. This is just a kneaded eraser and then a micron pen. I don't know if you want to pause the video to read this, but feel free to. I don't know why you would. This is something I saw at a casino near the buffet. Sometimes I'll just snap pictures and then go back to draw them later. This actually kind of tried to draw there and then painted in later. And these are based off snake stickers that I actually found online. This is actually a painting I did of a picture I took back in Kauai. And here's Dottie, my sweet little sketchbook mascot that I need to draw more often. Here's where I got my first ever set of alcohol markers. It was just a Master's Touch skin tone set. And here I was trying to figure them out, test them out, into different color mixtures. And I got watercolors because they were on sale. Yeah. this was a little shop idea thing I had for a character. I have too many ideas spread between a friend and I. And so after obtaining my first ever set of alcohol markers, I decided to take the plunge and purchase Ohuhu markers, which was well worth it because I really loved them. Eeyore. Here I wanted to try to draw a roster thing, but I couldn't figure it out, so I just settled with drawing my main, which is Cloud. Rest in peace, Limit. Here I did the thing where you just do random shapes and then turn them into something, draw faces on them. This is more of what my OC in the beginning of the sketchbook looks like now. I did more of the random shape things, but less creative. This is a drawing I did based off a friend's suggestion. More Dare J. I love her. She's my little bean. Oh, okay, so here I was trying to figure out what the next cover for my next sketchbook would possibly be. Truth be told, right now that next sketchbook still doesn't have a cover. Here's me trying to figure out how I wanted to do it. I don't know if I want to do either of these anymore. I just know that it's not drawn yet. I'm, I think, more than halfway through the next sketchbook and it still doesn't have a cover. More cuteness and 2 quotes from Dear Evan Hansen. For some reason, I wanted to draw a Canada goose. Oh, and sometimes I'll take little notes of ideas that I possibly want to draw. But, yeah, Astrid was, the creation of Astrid foreshadowing earlier on in the sketchbook was on the 25th of May, my grandfather passed away. And so, well, I kind of created Astrid for no reason because I didn't even feel like drawing really. That's the most I drew of her, I think. For the next couple of pages or few pages, I was just out of it. Nothing I drew felt stable or tangible. It was all just loose, just reverting back to a simpler time. This is how I used to draw and doodle as a kid. This is how I would draw people. This was how I drew mechas, cats, dogs, flowers and stuff, the super ass. I'm just going outside the lines because you don't really care. I still couldn't exactly get myself to really do anything full. And I don't think I will for a while. This is a quote from I Think Every Day, written by David Levithan. One of my favorite quotes. In a different sketchbook, I made a ton of stick ideas because I just felt like I wanted to be productive. I wanted to do something to show my family that I could do something with myself. You know, even though I felt horrible, I didn't know what to do. I went to swatches and I don't know what this whole mess is. I was just feeling in a mood. I was feeling funky. I think I rewatched The Prince of Egypt a couple of times. It's a pretty good movie, actually. I really like it, and the songs are good. I'm just drawing from life to try to pull myself back out of my funk. More aesthetic swatches. I think this is the first complete thing I did since hearing about my grandfather's passing, because of a video that he didn't put out. Here's Cuteness Stabbing, as per request of Cactopus. And you're trying to figure out colors and how to put them together. This is just a weird funky spread of bleed through. His last page is this. Thanks for flipping through my sketchbook with me. And I think that's it. Well, the back has those swatches, but that is pretty much it. If you stuck through this whole train wreck till now, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I hope you stick around for whenever my next video comes around. I suppose I could show you a sneak peek of the sketchbook I'm using right now. It's not the 5th one, it's actually the 6th one now. This is the first page. Well, a part of the first page. It's a larger sketchbook. But this is basically my persona, I guess. My avatar throughout the years. Ending with that logo right there. So thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you guys next time.